What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Pansis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. We are with my 2017 Jaguar XF today. We are going to review the Supercharger pulley crank pulley. We actually upgraded, not the Supercharger pulley, but either way, both does the same functionality. We upgraded it. We're gonna go talk about it, what it's like now afterwards. It's been, a couple days since, the car's adjusted itself. Things are starting to be noticeably different. So let's go hop into it. Car's been warming up the last few minutes here, so let's hop on in and take it for a ride. So guys, if you haven't checked out the last video, I went ahead and installed a upgraded crank pulley on my supercharged motor here. The part was ordered from Mina Gallery, so check out the link below to the Mina Gallery website if you guys have a Jaguar, Range Rover, Porsche, Bentley, and whatever car. They offer a couple other cars on there, so a couple manufacturers, but primarily do a lot with Range Rover and Jaguar, which is, a lot of the engines are the same. They cross over, the drivetrains are similar, so they do a lot of different performance parts for both manufacturers, and they customize everything to each car, which allows for the optimal performance. And I'm a huge supporter of that, because it allows, instead of it being like a one-size-fits-all, they allow it to be tailored to each model, each engine, each platform, each intake system, each exhaust system, etc., etc. So anyways, we just got some heat in the motor. I've driven this car about probably 100 miles since we put the crank pulley on, so be sure to check out that video. But in today's video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about the feeling I have now that I've done this upgrade. Off the bat, the car overall will start the same, idles the same, drives around town the same, doesn't really recognize too much of a difference. Fuel economy is the same, except for when your foot is constantly on the throttle. Obviously that doesn't help your situation there, but in terms of torque and power on the high-end spectrum without the tune, when we're on the highway, this thing is getting a lot of good torque. And when you're driving between 60 and 80 miles an hour, and you get on it and you push your head back with that torque, it's pretty awesome. So that's it. One of the major differences now that I've done this upgrade is the torque, and of course the horsepower increases as well. I mean, you guys just, it's just so smooth. And when, like the other day, I picked up my parents from the airport, and we had their luggage in the back of them, so figure an extra couple 100 pounds in the car, and the car just still gets up and goes. Like, it doesn't even phase the fact that you have all this extra weight in there, which is great because this thing's a cruiser. So awesome upgrade. I'm really happy with it. We have more things to come in. We're gonna finish off the intake system with the tubing. So if you guys check out Mina Gallery, if you have a Jaguar or whatever, we're gonna do the intake system as well. I'm waiting for that to come in. And then I think in the next month or so, we're gonna upgrade and do the tune, which will help the lower end torque and the lower end performance more so than the way it is set up stock. It's gonna the way they set up the tune, from what I understand, is they kind of streamline that torque spectrum a little bit on the lower end side. So when you're driving around town, you can feel a little bit more of a difference. So pretty cool stuff coming. This car is so capable. This engine is so underbuilt, which is cool, and underperformance, I should say, from the factory, but allows people like Mina Gallery and other speed shops to go ahead and upgrade the performance for, let's say you put $1,500 into the car, $2,000, you have huge power gains, and it doesn't really affect the transmission. It doesn't affect or harm the engine, and that's what's pretty cool about this Jaguar 3.0 liter supercharged motor. The 5.0 as well is also very, you know, you can also tailor that engine quite a bit as well, depending on what you want to achieve. I would say the main difference between the V6 and the V8, from what I can see in my experience so far, is that the V6, I'm not touching the exhaust on this, but the V6 has a different sound in the cabin than the V8. Obviously the V8 is more throaty, you have more engine with the supercharger noise, but in the V6 model, which I like, has a lot of supercharger noise. As you guys can hear on the camera, most of the noise is coming from the supercharger, which I find to be awesome, because this is a cruiser, this isn't a race car. So if you're just cruising around and you want a little something something, it's right there. And it's not popping and gargling like the V8 does. Not to say I don't like that, but if I were to have that engine, I would probably want it in, I don't know, the F-Type or something, which would finish the sports car feel off complete. So anyways, so far so good on this upgraded Pulley. It took me about an hour and a half to do, which really not that hard to do. I think anyone with a little bit of mechanical sound mind can go ahead and tackle that pretty easily. So if you guys have one of these cars with the 3.0 liter V6 or even the 5.0, you guys can go ahead and upgrade that Pulley very easily, and then finish it off with the intake system in tune, and you're gonna have yourself a huge performance upgrade increase. We're talking in the tune of 460 to 470 horsepower after all the upgrades, which is about 120 to 130 horsepower gain from the factory spec, which is huge. It's humongous. Huge gains. So pretty cool to have a daily driver cruising car with almost 500 horsepower when we're all said and done. I would say right now we're hovering around the 400 mark, which is already enough power. I mean, I don't even get to use it all the time or at all, but at least I know that it's there when I want it or need it, and it keeps it entertaining in the car. That is for sure. And of course, add that off with the top that off with all of the fine creature comforts of Jaguar here. We have a good infotainment system. We have a good HVAC system, heated steering wheel, heated seat if you're in the cold climate like I am, and it's perfect. Really satisfied with this car. This car in particular has the all-wheel drive automatic system, which, you know, puts the power down really well. It's a rear wheel biased car, so most of that torque will hit the rear wheels before it goes to the front wheels. So if you're driving in town or getting on it, you know, you're gonna hold the traction down, which is nice because it delivers the power of this motor really smooth, really elegant, and of course efficient, which is kind of what you want. So I'm about to get on a little bit of a road here. It's gonna be an uphill road, but we're gonna do a 0 to 60 real quick. I'm going up a hill, so don't mind the hill. And here we go. Right there. What is that, 4 seconds? I feel like up a hill. I don't know. The counter can count it. Let's see if what the counter says. But pretty freaking sweet. Again, without the tune, the 0 to 60 hasn't changed too much. I think once we put the tune in, we would feel it off the line, like I mentioned. So pretty awesome upgrade. And like I said, primarily this upgrade changed the torque on the mid-range to the high range, which is cool. You know, when you're on the highway and you get on it, you know, everyone's head in the car bobs back, which is nice if that's what you like. I mean, I like it. So great upgrade, super satisfied. Again, check out the links below to Mina Gallery if you guys want to do this to your car, and also check out the link above right here. I'll link the video above as well to the installation. Pretty sick stuff, guys. So stay tuned for more. We got more coming on this car, and we'll see what happens in the near future. Maybe we'll do some more Jaguar stuff as well. I kind of like it. I like the platform. I like the car. The community, the following for Jaguar is really a niche market, kind of like the Saab stuff I've been doing on the channel, which in a weird way I like. In terms of like building a community, building a following, a lot of you guys these cars are becoming affordable, and that's what I like about the Jaguar, is you get a lot of car for the money if you're buying them secondhand, and they're reliable. Jaguar is not what people think they are. That old stigma of them being unreliable, I don't really see that from my experience yet. But again, I only have the car a year, 10,000 miles, maybe 11 at this point. So we'll see what happens in the future, but so far so good. Maintenance is easy. I change the oil every 6,500 miles, you know, pretty standard. Brakes, tires, whatever for now. But we'll see how things play out. So anyhow, thanks for watching this quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed this upgrade as much as I'm enjoying it. I for sure see a significant increase in power, and that's pretty sweet. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video.